right. Okay, so welcome to the QA section of this video. So there's been a few questions asked with the number of do I have a limited number of virtual machines I can do inside my computer? Technically, the answer is no and yes. No, there is no hard limit for the number of virtual machines you can have on your computer. You can have 1, 5, 10 if you want. There is no actual limit. However, there is a hardware limit. So the hardware is basically resources. So let's say resources are all spread around through different virtual machines, including your own host operating system. So how to share all those resources so that they can all function at a moderate pace is the actual limit. So the technical answer is there's no limit for the number of virtual machines you can install. However, there is a limit for how many you can have running on a single computer. So hopefully that answers that question. And also, if someone else asked about how to do the guest installs after the sudo apt-get. So let me just show this up again. So I could go to my history. And in history, you can see things like this. So what I did is I did these three. So sudo apt-get, update, upgrade, and then dist-upgrade. So these are the commands I did. So I could do this up again. And once I do this, again, like I said before, your password will not be seen, but you are technically still typing. So make sure you type your password correctly, and then it's going to do some updates. And then the difference between update, upgrade, and dist upgrade is different. So you might want to Google that out so you can understand it better. But typically just update works. It's fine just to leave it at this. And let me just make sure. Yeah. So this is basically the commands I did. So again, you can see previously typed commands by just typing history. So these are the ones I did. Now, if I want to exit the terminal, give me 1 second. If I want to exit the terminal, I just type in exit, and then it closes the terminal. All right. So guest additions. So I'm on my screen. I'm right now inside Ubuntu. So I want to navigate outside Ubuntu because I'm a Mac user. I go to the top where I see my tabs, where I see the Apple icon, and then VirtualBox VM. I want to go to the one that says devices. I go to devices. I get the little pop-up, the little screen selection. I want to go to the one that says insert guest edition CD image. So again, not inside my Ubuntu image, but actually on my host operating system, which is Mac. Go to devices tab on the top, and then go to insert edition, guest edition image. And then once you click that, a new CD image will appear here. So just give it a second. There we go. So once that's done, it's going to automatically start running, and then you want to click run. Once you click run, that's when you get the actual type in your password. It's going to say do this. So if I type in my password again, it's going to be doing this work. It's going to basically just install stuff. You don't have to do anything. It's going to require a restart, if I remember correctly. And once the restart's complete, you should be done. So that's basically it for how to do the guest editions. And then someone else, just to make sure I have everyone, make sure. So yeah, so something else just to make sure everyone is aware of. Let me go to VirtualBox. Okay, so on here, I can see all the details running currently. So I can see that I'm running Ubuntu. And then I can see snapshots by just clicking this and then going to snapshots. So that's how I navigate to snapshots. Currently, I had an initial install, and then right now I'm in current state, which has changed. So this is now different from my initial install. even though I'm redoing the same thing I just did. It was the update that caused changes. So that's when you know if a snapshot is different. So this one says changed, and then this one is still initial install. So I would say think of this as GitHub branches, where you have an origin, and then whenever you create a new snapshot, that's a different branch, but you can go back to a different origin state and then rebranch from that one. So that's what I would say you consider these snapshots as. So that's kind of like the short breakdown version of this. Other than that, this is basically the end of any Q&A, unless anyone else has questions that I could answer at this time. If not, if nobody has any, all right. So then, yeah, that's just it. Thank you for seeing, and let me just make sure. So yeah, thank you for coming by, and this has been the QA. So this is gonna take a while, so I'm just gonna end this at this.